Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. 'Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. How are ya? Sag, it's time to do your love energy check-in for April of 2023 for you and the one on your mind when you came into this reading. And Sagittarius, we have a special guest appearance today by the Beatles themselves. The Beatle deck asked to come out, and Tot said he'd take the reading off so that the Beatles could jump in. So I don't really want to start the show, but I thought you might like to know. Hope y'all enjoy the show. I just butchered Sergeant Pepper. All right, let's go to it. So we will use the Beatles deck for your base cards and the Baba Bowie deck over here, my new David Bowie deck, which I love it. The frickin' fire signs or electricity in this deck. It's Nikola Tesla on steroids. I'm in love. That'll do our clarifiers, and then the Titanic deck will step in to see what you're manifesting under this month's moon cycle, Sag. The two big top news stories of this month for you and your person are the new moon solar eclipse in Aries and Mercury retrograding in Taurus. Even though Mercury retrogrades in Taurus on the 19th, right before we go into Taurus season, we are already going to be feeling the pre-shadow effects of Mercury retrograde. This is that moment like when you push your hand down on a record and it slows the record down and then it starts to pick back up. That's what you're starting to feel. So you might be a little in contemplation, thinking more, doing more knowledge, more seeking. And what you're discovering is that your prime activity this month is in your fifth house. So your love, your expression, your entertainment, your sense of recreation, all the fun things, being on the stage, being the star of the show. Whenever the sun is in a fire sign, all three fire signs thrive on it. You guys live for it. So let's take a peek and see what's going on, because you've also got the new moon solar eclipse. We are entering into eclipse season right now. And on the 21st of April is when the new moon solar eclipse in Aries does indeed happen. And that's kind of whitewashing the fence, you know, just putting a fresh coat of paint on things, self-reflecting. It's basically self-reflection and correction, okay? That's what we're all doing during retrograde, including your person, Sagittarius. So with that in mind, and the Jupiter in Aries and the Mars in Cancer energies, we are going to take a look at the past, what brings you here, their current thoughts and feelings for you, and then a potential future outcome. And we are only going to accept messages that are for Sagittarius's highest and greatest good. Okay, Sag? Let's do it to it for April 23 for Sagittarius. Here we go. April 2023 for Sagittarius. 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. All right, let's do this, Sag. Here we go. April 23 for Sagittarius. The bottom of the deck is the sun. Leo energy. Right there, feeling a little more positive, starting to feel good, some good luck, some protection. There's happiness in this deck. Your past was happiness, okay? Yeah, with the Hierophant. You guys got along, things worked well, and you kind of dug each other right there. 5 of Wands. Yeah, this was that fun little competition that you guys had back then, where it was like John Lennon and Paul McCartney. John Lennon wrote Strawberry Fields Forever. Paul's like, oh, I see what you're doing. And then he came and wrote Penny Lane, right? It was a friendly competition. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you guys just enjoyed it, went with the flow, went with the energy. What happened, Sag? We got the Knight of Wands. That's you in your smooth talk and Ringo energy right there, kind of living in your dream world in a fantasy land, you know, Yellow Submarine. That was a fun little cartoon, and George Harrison did say in that it's all in the mind, right? Right, strength, Leo energy. Somebody dug their heels in on this when this fight happened, or this communication that kind of went a little array. You know, both of your paths kind of got in the way during this, and you each dug your heels in. And, you know, with this strength card, like an infinite cycle, nobody was budging. It was a complete stalemate of, well, this is what I want. Well, I'm not ready for that. Well, this is where we're going. Well, I thought we already talked about this. Can we just talk about it in the morning? You guys were like so close, so on point with this. Justice. You came to a point where you were just like, one of you guys were done with it. You weren't sure where to go. They weren't sure where to go. And so you guys both just said, you know what, we'll slam the gavel down and we're just going to walk away from it. It's like one string on the guitar wasn't right. You know, like you kept playing it over and over and one of them strings just didn't hit right. Bill's a Gemini. Hi, Bill. Yeah, so you got to a point where you felt like you just had to walk away from it with the devil. You could be a Sag Cap cusper, or this just shows the obsessions, the addictions right there. I see gambling being involved, maybe investments, plans or casinos being involved, and something that just everything became overwhelming, kind of like helter skelter, and just a complete off the path where one or the both of you were like, you know what, we got to walk away from this. It's too much. let's see what's going on for some clarifiers. Let's grab the Bowie deck and see. So with this Knight of Wands to Strength, I see that it was a fight that was just like never ending, and one of those things where it's like the long texts and the hour and a half long phone calls and hanging up on, whoa, look at that. And hanging up on, look, the Queen of Swords from one of my other decks got into this deck. Wow. Yeah, this was that fight going on right there. Can we talk about it in the morning? I know we got to do it right now. And the back and forth that just got to a fight point of being like, I'm done. We got to go out. We're out. Wow. And that was weird and freaky that's in there. And it's the Queen of Swords as I'm talking about it. All right, give me clarifiers on this, because you guys both wanted something and you were both very obsessed about getting your way about what you wanted and what you were going to have, that it just caused a derailment in the standpoint. And everybody just thought in order to get their way, they had to separate. You know, when you take 2 lives, that's 24 times 22, or 2 is 48 hours that you got to try to combine in a day. Temperance. That's your energy. And this right here is my favorite Temperance card out of all my decks. Look at the coloring and the artwork in this. You guys just wanted to come in, level together, figure this out, and something derailed. You were still the focal point. I see that they tried to consider your feelings, tried to think about it, but it just didn't quite get there. You were focused on what you wanted. Prince of Cups, Cancer energy. The Mars and Cancer influence does do this, and this could be a cycle that goes from the point where the North Node was in Cancer when all this started, somewhere back around 2018, 2019-ish, right in there. Yeah, but it was a decision about love that you guys just couldn't quite come to agreement on with the Emperor. Yeah, everybody was kind of stuck in their own way, own place, own energy, and wasn't sure where to go with the Four of Wands. And this is that fantasy world that you were trying to dream up and manifest. It was what you wanted. It was the right person. It was the wrong time. And you felt kind of like just stuck in this situation of like one piece not being off. It's like a Wrangler. I drive a Wrangler, Sagittarius, and they're awesome. They do everything they're supposed to do that you see them do in the commercials. Oh my God, they're so much fun. They're not freeway flyers. Try driving those things for 6 hours at 75 miles an hour. It's like pushing a piece of plywood into the wind. They're still awesome, but awesome plywood. It's like the best plywood on the planet, and that's how you felt. You're like, this is so good. This is like the best plywood. It's so close, so close. It was right there where you wanted it to be. 9 of Pentacles. See? So close. 1 pentacle away. You guys had it all except that agreement to come to a meeting point for the last pentacle. All you need is love. Okay? So that brings you here to me in this King of Wands energy. And this is my King of Wands card, which is my Twin Flame card in the deck. If you remember in Penumbra, it's reflected the best because both the cat and the king have those little stars on their collar and on their heads. So this is something that goes this deep, where we're past the soulmates, we're into the twin flames, where when you met, it was different, and it's got you on those pens and needles. But that King of Wands, Leo energy on it, that's like nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs, right? So let's take a look at your person's current feelings for you, Sagittarius, as we're going through this. The start of Mercury retrograde, the eclipse season when Bob Ross shows up and just, kind of touches up that last little happy little cloud that he fixed up, and then can go forward with it. So this was a lot of self-reflecting and correcting that's been going on since you guys have talked. And right now, there's a lot of chi in the sky, all right? So, I mean, I can see children being involved with this. You've got Leos here, heavy Cancer, Aries as well, and Taurus. Jumpers for your person's feelings right now. Whoa, the 2 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter in Aries right here. Ringo and all 4 of them, guys. This is that good luck, the protection, and the growth. This is protecting you like a bad guy trying to get into Kit's T-tops from Knight Rider and throwing a brick at the window, and it bounces back off and knocks him in the head. Spirit's got you under this good luck protection. Jupiter is your planet, Sagittarius, and that's your person's focus. They're being driven and guided by Jupiter. Have you ever looked up here on YouTube what the sound of Jupiter is as it moves through the galaxy? Check it out. Report down in the comments. Let me know what you hear when you listen to the sound of Jupiter. All right, so yeah, they know right here that this is energetical Drano, clearing the way out. If you look on this, it's Nowhere Man. The 45 on there is the Beatles song Nowhere Man. Just kind of like whoa, and Ringo took a jump with that 2 of Wands. That the time is right and your person feels like they're at a fork in the road. So you both miss each other, and Spirit is doing the work to clean out everything that was a hindrance, passing tests, initiating new tests. Your person feels it as they go through this with the Lovers, Gemini energy. And if you go way back, this is the Ballad of John and Yoko on a card right here, okay? So, and that's actually a Beatles song, the Ballad of John and Yoko. But this is making a choice where all of a sudden they have an awakening one moment and they wake up and they go, oh my gosh, Sagittarius was the one. That was my answer. 9 of Swords. Yep. To the Queen of Pentacles. They've been in their feels a lot about this because they knew things were right there. They didn't want to fight. It was like having a bad day and taking frustrations out on the one that makes them happy. You know, and I see somebody floating away like that, traveling. Maybe somebody's planning a cruise or like just even a trip or something weekend involved. But, you know, they didn't want to. They took their frustrations out and put it in the wrong direction and hit every trigger they possibly could because they were really in their place. You know, they never considered your feelings. They considered their own. See how they're flying out there outside of over their head and how Paul's flying over Linda like that? They love you. That's their choice, lover's energy. All right, let's see some clarifiers on this. Start with the 2 of Wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, Queen of Pentacles, more Taurus. Okay, let's see. Virgo, too. Oh, I just felt Virgo. Okay, don't know why. Let's see, maybe something in this deck will tell me why. Person's current thoughts and feelings, Saggy. Here we go. I appreciate you. Love that like for me. The Tower. Oh, that's why I'm feeling like all those different choices, because they're at a point of that dark night of the soul where they've come out of it and they're rebuilding this tower. Look at the energy in their third eye opening. You know, little Scorpio, little Aries, another twin flame combo. Aries and Scorpio is the most common twin flame connection out there that you will find. 4 of Pentacles, yeah. They're building a wall to protect both of you guys. I mentioned that with the Jupiter and Aries energy, that they are keeping everything focused because you're their star on the wheel of fortune. Aquarius energy, you or them may have Aquarius placements, but on top of that, clarifying it, it's showing me that you're their guiding light. You're their end-all be-all, their answer, and the one that completes them. It's something that just brings all their chakras into alignment and brings them happiness. With the Chariot, yeah, Cancerian energy. Foot on the gas, know you're going to crash. And this is that protection. I was literally just a few cards ago talking about Kit's T-tops and you know, the protection of that car in the show Knight Rider, and right there it is. The Hotel California, the song Hotel California, was indeed written about Cancer's protective shell. You know, it's a beautiful place. There's mirrors on the ceiling to stare at, and pink champagne on ice, and there's strawberry wine, there's knives and sporks, and we can all gather for the birthday cake, okay? So this shows that there could be a distance between you guys or somebody traveling, or Chariot energy in this is a self-propelled guidance system, like in the Titanic deck, how it's the Titanic being towed out to sea, you know, by tugboats, not under its own power. It's your person paying attention to the energies and using it, and spirit guiding them back towards you. Children could be affecting situations right now as well, or something that's heavy on their mind. And this is all about that 4th house placement, because this is the year. 2023, numerologically, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3 breaks down to a 7. That's the Chariot in tarot. Okay, yeah, 3 of Pentacles. Measure twice, cut once, and working with spirit to do the work on this one. Father, Son, Holy Everything coming into that one. Look how balanced they are as those pentacles grow, as they head for that 10 of Pentacles table and that you guys can all come together and get along with. 4 of Swords. Yep, they're finding themselves. I see your person starting to find more answers. They're looking into tarot. They're doing readings, checking out astrology, twin flames, soulmates. They are finding themselves. It's a spiritual awakening that will rival other spiritual awakenings. Yeah, Chariot. Okay, and Emperor. So, yeah, dude, heavy Cancer. Aquarius is here. Heavy Cancer in this one. That's that Mars and Cancer as we go. Whoa, Ace of Swords at the bottom. Why did I pick the Titanic deck up? I don't know what made me do that. I wasn't planning this until later, but the Ace of Swords is part of your manifestation and part of this. So you guys are synced and connected. You probably talk to each other more in dreams than you realize, or there's something that goes further back. It's like a divine royalty. I feel the Empress card coming out to close this circle on this Emperor here. Because you guys have done this before, and you're going to do it again and get it right. 3 of Swords. Yeah. There's a lot of energy on the play right there. This is reflecting back on the times and remembering how horrible it felt when you guys left each other's lives, like when somebody transitions from this lifetime into the other realms, and that feeling that us left behind have, that emptiness, the hollowness in the heart where there's only black. That's kind of the feeling that jumps out of this, and the Lovers is still there. Okay, so let's see. They realize they bombed this choice, and the reflection on that is that when you guys are back together, they won't do it again, because they'll remember how they effed it up. You know, you guys are both done this self-reflection to look at what you both did wrong, what you both did right, so that you can then Mercury retrograde, sift through it, and carry on with all the good stuff. The Star. future driving it. Told you, you're their end-all be-all. This is the answer and the completed point. You are their guiding light through the storm, Two of Pentacles. You make them balanced, and they're coming back in correct focus. They went inside and did the work. Virgo energy. I mentioned at the beginning heavy Virgo feelings. Right there it is, because in the future, they're grounded, they're stable, they keep their act together, they're mature, it works out like that, all right? Mars in Cancer is something dominating that's already going on in the background as Mars transitioned out of Gemini. So your 8th house, as well as being affected as you start to go deeper. You're waking up. You're Sagittarius. You're the knowledge seeker. You are going into the Akashic records with the intuition from Cancer. They are the deepest intuitive sign. That lets you reflect back on what you made, past lives, this life, when you were younger, all that stuff, and manifest back with the proper corrections needed. Reflection and correction. 6 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, to the Ace of Wands. Whoa, Ringo with the boom boom stick up in the boom boom stick in the upright on top of his head. You guys have a work connection, a personal connection, and the passion is off the chizarts. One y'all or both you all are just looking good, and you guys can't stay off each other. 3 of Wands, yeah. The energies are right, and it's time for you to be propelled forward. This card jumped earlier. We saw this one before. Look at the Beatles looking out over the crowd. Just going with the flow, going with the energy, because the time is right to do it. 5 of Wands. Look who came back. That competition is back from the beginning. I told you, you guys have done this before, and you're going to do it again. John's going to write Strawberry Fields, Paul's going to write Penny Lane, and you guys are going to have a blast. And if something were to happen, like one of those, like a fight or something breaks out, it's what I'm thinking about, what Paul talks about when they were recording Hey Jude. Paul got ticked off, pissy about comments that John was making about his lyrics, and they started getting into it, and Paul was getting a little more elevated, and John stopped, lowered his granny glasses down to the end of his nose and said, hey, it's only me. And they both laughed. That's how I see it. Never go to bed angry, always telling each other you love you, etc. and so forth, that you guys work through the fights. 3 of Swords. You work through it because you both remember the empty, the black, the hollowness, and you don't want it again. You guys both work together to get this one right. Ace of Pentacles. There's Paul with that little Hoffner. Hey, it's you. It's you, Bill. Look. Hi, Bill. He's Gemini. But yeah, this is that new beginning. It starts now. And it heads up to the 10 Pentacles. When Paul took this picture back in 1960 with that Hoffner, I don't think he anticipated where he would be today. And you guys don't either. That's the lead-in to get you to 10 Pentacles. All right, grab me a couple clarifiers on this. Love you guys. Share, comment, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know if this resonates, who you're dealing with, and what's going on. You know you're my fave, Sag. All right, let's grab a couple clarifiers before we head over and see what's getting manifested, okay? All right. Love you guys. Sagittarius, whoa, on repeat. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Number 9, the Tower. You're building it over. It's a new beginning. 8 of Cups, walking away from the old towers and using that energy, Bob Ross style. See, look, it's just like, oh, a couple of things are just a little crooked. We just got to fix this up. And passing those tests because the Princess of Cups comes back too. Oh my goodness, heavy Cancer driving this one, along with Aries, Leo, and Taurus. Clarify. Leo's like, did he mention Leo? Yeah, just did. 7 of Wands. I knew it was coming. Told you. This is that protection. Jupiter and Aries, Mars and Cancer, that as you guys go forward, Spirit guides you, protects you, and guards you. Archangel Michael is working overtime right there. You know what I mean? Coming together and combining what you want with the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands, clarifying the 3 of Wands, Sagittarius. The 3-3 connection rings in, and the 7-7 connection comes out, as well as August. July and August and April play big roles significantly to the two of you, and 3-3 is your angel number, or 333, which equals to 9. 9 cups. Look at that happiness. You guys are working together, and look, you guys are proud. You show it off. You're on the stage, your 5th house placements, you know, managing, directing, all that stuff. This is genius right here. Just like, you know, what Einstein said, if you can't dodge a wrench, you can't dodge a ball. Or did he say, if you can't explain it simply, you haven't learned it well enough? Patches O'Houlihan? Yeah, same thing. Either way, you guys are freaking happy. Where's that one other cup? That's that 10th cup. That's that dreaminess up in your guys' head. Pisces to the 7 of Cups. Look at this. This is the only one that's like looking at all the options and looking out over the crowd, because the time's right. You go forward, multiple offers come your way. I see you guys making money, having different chakras opening up, and just getting everywhere with that one. 7 of Cups. Scorpion energy to, there it is. There's a reason I pulled one more card. We're ending this one on the 10 of Cups. Pisces energy for the love, looking from the great beyond. There's actually 3 people there too. It's like spirit, you, and your person, all working together to achieve your 10 of Cups happiness. That is frickin' beautiful. That's a strong tower. You know what they say? You know, 9/11, towers went down. They built a new tower in its place. That's how life carries on. We just ended COVID. Now we're learning how to get back out, how to interact with people, how to do all that fun stuff. I see parties, I see lunches, traveling, things like that. So let's take a peek with that Ace of Swords. That was what primed us on this manifestation. Holy frick, I broke it at the 10 of Cups. Your whole reading is right in the Titanic deck. All right, what you manifesting, Sagittarius? Love you. There's the Fool card. All right, here we go. Sagittarius, new moon cycle, April 2023. 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Bottom of the deck is a Page of Swords. You are doing more research, more intuitive stuff, getting deeper, knowledge seeking, spying. Both you guys are, the spirit is manifesting this in, so you guys learn more about these cycles, these connections, astrology, placements, doing the work to get your Four of Wands. Look who came back to the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. Told you heavy Virgo came out. Staying in your guys' shell, protected with a Page of Pentacles, working on your money, working on your abundance to get that Four of Wands. Double fours coming out. So 4, 4 and 3, 3 and 7, 7 are your numbers, Sagittarius. And you've got manifestations that you know exactly what you're manifesting. It's like, why are you even bringing this up, Archer? I already know what I'm doing. I did it myself. Page of Pentacles. This was your wish. You wished them well. You wish them well, Sagittarius. That's what manifestation happens. I did it again and spun it. I see runner-chaser dynamics flip-flopping all over the place with this 8. Oh my gosh. Sag, I love and appreciate you. This was an awesome reading. You guys are obviously the start of the show. Everybody wants to learn temperance. They can't do what you do. Until next time, if you like this, like, share, rewind, Mercury retrograding again. Like, share, love that like, comment, and I'll interact back with you. Let me know what's going on down in the comments. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you may free will choose to do so by emailing me at archerastrology@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there. Check out my community post and my Instagram, Archer Astrology MD, for further details and information on everything going on. And remember, this will resonate to any and all Sagittarius placements within your chart, because we are FHA compliant here at Archer Astrology, and we'll read for any sign or placement which desires and inquires. So until next time, I'm out of here. Archer out. Yeah, Chariot. Love you.